mass.
So there's no way he could get the 200.
Kevin McCarthy couldn't get 218 votes. He couldn't get 200 votes. He couldn't get 190 votes today. So to believe that Kevin McCarthy is going to be Speaker, you have to believe he's going to get votes in the next 6 weeks that he couldn't get in the last 6 years.
So but the 31 who voted...
36.
My apologies. 36 who voted against him in this seat. Do you think all 36 will hold on the House?
Well, I only speak for myself.
But I mean, what gives you? I mean, this happened to Pelosi. This happened to Paul Ryan. They were under 218 votes. They ultimately got 218 votes. Why are you so confident that he can't get 218 votes?
The margin. In each of the circumstances you described, the margin was such that a coalition had to be held together that was in the double digits. This coalition doesn't have to be, though it will.
And is there anything that would get you, he could offer you to get your vote? Specifically yours. You're only speaking for yourself. Is there something that he could give you that would get your vote?
No.
Donald Trump supports him.
Explain a little more your...
I haven't heard President Trump say much about Leader McCarthy since the election.
So you don't think he does anymore?
I know CNN reported stuff that was not true on that subject. The report that you guys had that came out of Melanie Zanona and Gabby Orr was poorly sourced and totally false.
Your reasoning behind this, why not support Leader McCarthy?
Well, I think we can do better. Right now we need new leadership. We need to turn the page. I think that we need someone who has broad credibility with conservatives and centrists and moderates throughout the conference. And I think what you just saw is that Kevin doesn't have that.
So I asked you this before, but we work for TV Network. So who is that person?
Well, I think that the conference is going to go through some soul searching, and we got to go through the stages of grief here a little bit. There's some still in denial, believing that 188 votes can get someone to be Speaker. And so once we move through that, I think ultimately we'll work our way to acceptance for someone who has broad support throughout the conference and can unite us.
We've asked you a lot about Speaker McCarthy, a potential Speaker.
Who?
A potential Speaker McCarthy. Well, what about the rest of the leadership team? Do you support them?
I think that we had other great leadership elections, and I think you'll see the conference rally around the others who were selected. Great. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Are you going to Mar-a-Lago?
Yeah, so just for the record, I mentioned earlier I was hoping the weather would help me in my pursuit to Mar-a-Lago, and that's because my hope was that a sufficient thunderstorm cloud would be over the DCA airport long enough for these races to conclude and for me to make it to Mar-a-Lago. But the weather was not sufficiently bad such as to create that delay so I could go. But I'll be there in spirit. I support President Trump 1,000%. I'm very close with President Trump and Governor DeSantis, but President Trump has a unique ability to invigorate our movement, and he'll have my support when he announces tonight.
What did you think about Governor DeSantis saying check the scoreboard when he was asked about Donald Trump today?
I always appreciate the governor's fondness for sports.